Yeah, no, I want to go get kicked out of a public space.
Getting kicked out of the mall was always the best growing up.
I got kicked out of the mall.
Jacques, let another person talk for a second.
Let another person get kicked out of the mall.
I was literally baiting Jacques into a story. I knew
he was getting kicked out of the mall. Okay, Jacques, tell us.
Sorry, I don't.
No, let's hear it.
Come on, Jacques.
Come on, you have to tell us this. Come on, tell us why you got kicked out of the mall. Because he was running around screaming in everyone's faces and not letting them speak.
Well, no, they spoke to me and it was disrespectful.
Just pointing a blowtorch into their face.
I was wearing my altered
robbing a
military
Spencer's
outfit.
Gifts.
I had this Iraq veterans like military uniform that I had like cut the sleeves off and cut the pants
You
really
turned the
short.
American flag into a thong.
I made it.
We're in a mall in Louisiana.
I made it as faggy as I could be for 15, 16.
Wait, was it a real army uniform?
Did you take it off
Yeah,
the soldier?
yeah.
Where did you
killed
get
in
it?
combat?
I bought it from a thrift store. And I just took off all the patches and I just trimmed it into like a little scampy slut uniform.
Scampy? Like not skimpy. Scampy, like shrimp scampi.
Scampy.
Covered in
and,
butter.
I was looking real scampy.
and these three little kids standing behind me in line at the food court because I would go to three different places at the food court. I'd go to Chick-fil-A, I would go to McDonald's, and I would go to Dippin' Dots.
Did you like mix them all together in a bowl?
Yeah, and I'll just eat them on the same table.
I want to see Jacques as like a Chick-fil-A manager.
Set it up and I'll do it.
Bloody army.
I love this
with
experiment.
sleeves cut off and it's cropped up to his nipples.
These little teenagers were making fun of my
your
outfit,
type.
laughing at me, and I turned to them and I said, "Hey, shut up, you little bitches!" And I was pissed. And then the security guard
Screaming at children.
You can't understand why they would have thought that was funny.
You're in
And so-
combat fatigues.
Your
So-
nipple is poking through where the man got shot to death. The bullet hole.
like Chris Kyle's old
I'm just thinking about Jacques, like a very thoughtful montage of Jacques like cutting off all the like wounded warrior patches on the fucking uniform, and, like getting home and cutting all those off, and like
a sandwich that's a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with a layer of Dippin' Dots in the middle.
look. So
there's a cutaway shot, and one of the like you can see one of the patches says Tillman on it. It's like covered in blood. Like he's just like ripping it off and throwing it in the trash. Not another thought put into it.
Calling 4-year-olds homophobic for laughing at him.
He just finds like a child's finger bone in the pocket.
I cannot believe this child's gonna laugh at me. Is not gonna let me live my truth.
Look. So I screamed at the kids, and then I'm sitting eating my buffet meal, and
It's not a buffet. That's not a buffet. You went to 3 different restaurants.
Okay.
That's what a buffet is.
That's a buffet in my heart. Anyway, so the security guard said, "I heard you were cursing at people. You are now banned from the Acadiana Mall, and you must leave immediately, and I will escort you out." And I said, "Fine!" And so as we were walking out, I just started sticking my hand down my throat and making myself throw up all the buffet, just eating. And I was like, and I was going.
You're lying.
I'm being dead serious. I started screaming.
You don't need to stick your whole
You
hand
have a
under
number
you
written on your hand? What is that?
I can do that. I can do that pretty easy.
All right.
What are we even fucking?
Why do you have help me written in Sharpie on your palm?
I thought it was funny. I just having a gag at y'all.
God damn. Why is it written in the American Horror Story font, man? What the hell?
I'm just giving y'all. I'm fine. I'm just giving y'all a joke.
Every single story he's told on this podcast has been a coded cry for help this whole time.
I think it's coded.
You didn't even let me finish the story.
Escorted out of the Arcadiana Mall. Your hand is down your throat. You're puking all over your soldier outfit.
And the guy has his hand on my shoulder, but like begrudgingly trying to hold back.
Was he like,
from having to
sir,
touch.
stop making yourself
Yeah.
puke? Did he ever
And so I started.
say anything about that?
No,
At
well,
that point, you give up. You just want him out. You're
Well,
just
he
like,
gave-
whatever, man. Or you eat your shit.
gave
fucking
up.
Suck your own dick. I don't care. Just get out of the mall.
He gave up when I started pointing at him and screaming, "He poisoned me." I kept looking. I said, "He poisoned me! He poisoned me!" And
Jesus Christ.
look.
How
Then
old were you?
15, 16. Listen.
Normal age.
Listen. So I go back to the Acadiana Mall later that week, and the security guard.
They took a.
No, listen.
They took a fucking picture of you. What is it called?
Polaroid?
Shake.
A
They took
mugshot?
a Polaroid.
The security guard saw me.
His own vomit is like, do not let this man back into.
Well, that's the
mall.
thing is like when you get kicked out of the mall, the whole thing is like, well, they'll never even know it's me coming back. But
Yeah,
in this
totally.
case, they will always know it's Jacques.
Look, the security guard saw me. He looked at me and then he just turned and went the other way because he just knew it would be a whole
It's like,
ordeal.
yeah, this guy's gonna start making himself puke again, and
No, I don't want to deal with that.
Say that I poisoned him. That's actually
It's not worth his
I
$15 an
won.
hour.
you won.
Yeah, you did win that.
won.
You did win.
You definitely won. You alpha dogged him, dude.
Now, Caleb, I think you were gonna say something about malls beforehand.
I
didn't mean to-
literally had no story about going to a mall. I just knew you did. I just went over it, and it paid off in spades.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
good.
Yeah,
I love
trying to
spades.
prompt Jacques by being like, y'all will never believe what I did in this junkyard once, and not having a story about a junkyard, just knowing he's immediately going to interrupt you and tell something, say something completely insane.
Yeah,
Jacques,
I
any
remember being
junkyard
in the
stories?
belly of a whale. Jacques, you want to jump in here?
What? I didn't hear what you
You
said.
fall
Just-
asleep? What was that?
No, just
Jacques,
thinking.
how drunk are you?
I'm not that. The girls, they were drinking.
The girls.
The girls got me drunk. The girls, they
Oh my
fucked me up.
god. Fuck. Okay.
I've
All right.
been partying with these girls for a while now.
Yeah, clearly. Good job on that one.